This attack seems to have been ineffective. But we have enough fuel to complete our mission to where I think I want us to go. If we don't lose any more. I don't know if we are still losing fuel or not. There's a way to find out, I guess. Oh, it's not calculable. Calculable. Cockable. Wait, don't cockable. That's illegal. It's incalculable because we're using electrics right now. I should probably focus on fixing. Well, God, we're fucked. It's too much time to fix this. If we can get the port engine running, maybe we'll have a chance. I can't hear their engines. He's at 345. He's on to us. He's not... He's just missing at this point. He's still on an attack pattern. Obviously, we're still getting pinged. I'm not really even trying to go too evasive at this point because it's kind of unnecessary. We're gonna get killed. My crew, well, you guys out there are my crew. You guys are my gangsta crew. But yeah, we've had it. There is no option to surrender in this game, incidentally. You cannot surrender. You can try to surface, but that will just get you immediately killed. I could do that, but there's a tiny sliver of hope stuck inside of me, like a sliver of hope, that is keeping me from doing that. Just imagine it, though. Imagine being on a U-boat like this. Once you... That's kind of a scary thought, you know. Be kind of a opium dream, I guess. But, just imagine being on a U-boat, though. Maybe not like exactly like the illustrious U-1204. But knowing that you're gonna die. And you're surrounded by this metal shell in deep, deep water with an angry destroyer or two lurking overhead, dropping high explosives on you. Knowing that it's just a matter of time. And all the while, you can't compress time. You would be hearing this. Just ringing in your ears. If you somehow survive this, you would be a broken person. I would be. I don't know. I can't imagine it. I really can't. Somehow we're still alive. Notice that we are only able to put out a piddly 9 knots or so. We can probably get up to 10, I guess, at a head flank. But I'm not even bothering to go silent because they're just pinging the shit out of us. Going silent doesn't help. Well, okay. When the inevitable happens, I'll let you guys know. This is it. This is the big one. Fuck. I gotta get the water off the boat, but it's kind of hopeless. Okay. I'm gonna try, though. I'm gonna try my best. Our chief engineer is freaking out. There's hull buckling probably happening. Got a lot. Ooh. Yeah. Probably just about took off the entire watchtower there. We are still taking on water. which might be helpful. We're still alive. Unbelievably. Where is he? 222 closing. Alright. Is this going to be the one? Is it 50? Probably dropped charges on us. It doesn't sound like they hit. Well, sans a conning tower, we are still alive. But for how much longer, I don't know. I don't want to jinx it. But, you can hear pinging. But we have apparently avoided the warships. Now we appear to have also a large concentration of warships coming in. So I don't know what's going on there, but at 137 closing, but we can increase our time compression and everything to 32, and we've been able to sustain that. But moreover, we haven't been getting pinged. I mean, we would notice that in all reality, and since we're so committed to a full and honest recreation of reality, that's what counts. Now I'm gonna listen here. I can't hear anything. Maybe my sonar men can pick something out. That warship is at 208, medium range. One of them appears to have just left. I'm just going to stay steady on this bearing. It's about a little west-northwest. We got a warship at 136 moving away. 147 now is our nearest at long range. So there's probably a task force in the area moving about like this. If I can just... We're able to go to 128, and that's a little risky, I guess, but... I'm in total disbelief, guys. I have us running silent, and I've dismissed the, or not dismissed, I've told the damage control team to stand down. So we're not taking on water or anything. Oh. I think it's about time to return to course then. Okay. 121 moving away. I can't even check the scope. It's gone. This could be a little bit of an issue, but I need to get air on the boat. I also need to get us to the open ocean. My God, that's startling. Like, just... Okay, now we've got one at 119 closing. We don't have a radar receiver. but we're on the surface. Now, let's quickly look here. Our radar warning receiver is simply not working. So what I'm going to do is keep us on here for about a minute, and that's it. That's all we need. Okay. We've aired out the boat. I think we might make it. Once I'm feeling like I can start conducting repairs, I will do so, and I'll start that probably pretty soon, once we're in ship shape, as it were. I'll let you guys know. They say that the sea changes a man, and, you know, that's really convenient, because I need it to be changed after that last bit, by which I mean I pooped my pants. That's the joke. That's all I got. That's the best I could come up with to punctuate the previous experiences that we've had. We are alive, my friends. We are sailing on calm waters, recharging our batteries on the surface here. My crew all delighted to be alive. They can't even look at me. They're so happy. All except my leather-bound companion here, looking sharp. Let's bring up the interface to start with. And then let's look at the boat. As you can see, this is still in just absolute crimson because it's gone, basically. We do have the radar warning receiver, which is helpful. So we can receive radar beams, know that there's enemies about. That's helpful. Our starboard electric engine, meanwhile, is damaged still, so I'll have to get some people on that once we go under again, but I needed to air out the boat and start recharging, and we're well on our way to being fully recharged. Obviously, the torpedoes are all damaged, but we don't care, because we don't have any torpedoes left. So I'm going to let that's a low priority right there. Other than that, we're fine. Let's take a look at where we are. We're not there, we're here. We're a ways west of where we left off in the deep waters of the Atlantic. And we're heading kind of this way. And where will we go from here? Well, we're certainly not going back to Germany or Norway or anywhere like that. Obviously, this course does not take us in that direction. A lot of people recommended to me to go to Buenos Aires. Of course, Argentina was... I don't really know the full story about Argentina and the Nazis. I know that Juan Perón was basically pro-fascist, and that's why a lot of Nazis after the war ended up in Argentina through actually a system devised by Otto Skorzeny, who is the famous SS guy that rescued Mussolini and whatnot. He set up a network, helped set up a network to basically smuggle a lot of Nazi war criminals into South America and elsewhere. And it was because Argentina was more or less friendly to them. Argentina right now is in red. They are hostile towards us. But if we look at, is it this one? It's actually under the, no, not this. They made basically a token declaration of war on March 27th, apparently. And of this year. 1945, when the war was basically a foregone conclusion. So, they're technically hostile towards us, but you know what? I have another idea in mind. Because I think that, while that's, you know, I guess it's the obvious choice, we actually can't do it. And I'll tell you why. Let's go to our navigator and ask him, hello, navigator, how far can we go? We can go 17,000 clicks. Well, we actually could. I lied. We could probably make it. And in fact, that will increase when we repair or actually recharge our battery. But that just seems kind of easy. I don't know. It just seems kind of... yeah, we'll go to Argentina, whatever. I have a different idea. We're going here. Or here, too, I guess. Some of you may be wondering what here is, or what is there, right? Yes. This is Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea was still a Spanish colony back then. And the Spanish are fascists. Yeah, so go there and maybe we'll be safe. I don't know. It was just kind of an idea that I had. I haven't really sailed very much in Africa. So I figured that why not do it now? There's a little bit of a problem though, as you probably noticed already. There is no port here. Fernando Po is this island here, and it should have a port on it really, but it's not probably big enough to warrant one for most purposes. So I'm going to probably dock us here. This is Libreville, or Libreville. God damn it. This is in Gabon, which is a French colony. So I'm thinking I'm actually going to dock us there to end the patrol. But you have to get there first. So, and that's not going to be easy because you can see here there are red ports here. These are all part of British Africa. And of course we know the British don't like us particularly well. So we're going to have to sneak by there and avoid air patrols and what have you. So it's not a foregone conclusion by any means. We still have to figure out how to get here safely. But I will try my best. I think that the best way to go about it is to kind of go into the middle of the Atlantic where it's less likely that we'll run into air cover. Maybe from hunter-killer groups, but not from the land at least. And then just kind of swing on into Africa here. So yeah, that's the plan. It's just an idea that I had. I was looking at the map one day, just kind of thinking, where would it be best to actually end this, other than in Argentina? And I was kind of looking around and thinking, well, where would a possibly safe place be? And that's about the best I could come up with. You know, we could just sail into Spain, I guess, but where's the fun in that? So that's what's happening. We're going to do it this way. I'm going to fudge it, like I said, by sailing into Libreville to end our career, but that's the idea. It's not a great idea, probably, but it's an idea. So that's what's happening next. I'm going to plot a course now with you guys. It's probably reasonable to assume that our captain would know that the war is over, for all intents and purposes. Reason being is that this is happening. Vienna here has been occupied. Frankfurt and Hanover have both been occupied. So it's pretty much over. It's a foregone conclusion, I would think. At this point, too, U-boat captains were just kind of like phoning it in a lot of cases. They were just like, I don't want to get my crew killed. I don't want to get killed. I'm just going to go somewhere and hide and wait out the end of the war. Because honestly, this is bullshit work. I don't want to die in some blaze of glory. And, you know, just waste it for a war that's already over, basically. So that's I think, my captain's feeling. That's my feeling. And, damn it, it's my Let's Play, so screw you. Let's see. Let's actually ask how long it will take. 841 hours. That's about 30 days. Over 30 days, right? It's well over 30 days, because 720 hours would be... Okay, 240 hours would be 10 days. 720 hours would be 30 days. This is, like... 35 days, right? Survey says, I don't know. That's actually going to go down, though, as we start to recharge and go 10 knots on the surface at head 1/3. So, you know, we'll get there probably right around the end of the war, which I believe is May 8th. I think. Let's look. Well, it looks like a lot of these powers remain hostile until the 7th, but also until August against the Axis. Germany, actually... 5-9. There we go. Formal surrenders on 5-9. So that'll be pretty much perfectly timed. All right. Let's get sailing. Let's get into the middle of the ocean. Try to stay alive for another, well, about 25 days or so. I think we can do it. Not jinxing it or anything, but I genuinely think we can.